Arcade prototype. I was originally going to do this a few weeks back, but a few things happened, so I wasn't able to make it. So here is what the arcade cabinet looks like that I'll be playing on. So now, just before we start up the arcade machine, oh, just in case you heard that echo, I'm also viewing this live stream through my iPad. Just turn down the volume so I can actually keep in track, but I'm going to be keeping an eye on your commentary right here as I play. So the actual long play doesn't start for another 5 minutes or so, so this should give me time to start setting up and just to make sure all the camera angles are correct. So the first thing to do is to turn on the lights. Here we go. Turn on the monitor. Turn on the volume. I'll adjust that later. And of course the arcade device itself. Now please bear with me while I get the camera angle just right. Here we go, that's perfect. If you see these, you can see all these stars here. These are some games that I've pointed out, just so that way, the starred games I pointed out are probably some of the best games or some of my favourites that I like to play. And just so you know, every arcade machine on this device is official. There are no bootlegs. Well, except for this one, but that's all there is. I'm possibly going to be thinking about doing live streams of some games like this in the future if this live stream today goes as good as I think it does. One person did mention about Junior Pac-Man. I couldn't really see the chat on my iPhone. That was before I started using my iPad, which is way over there, so I can keep in touch with your commentary. But yeah, some of the names for this sound a bit ridiculous, like how Classical Box is Tetris, or Elf is Crazy as Pac-Mania. Keep in mind, I didn't name these, that's just how they were. But today on the stream, we're going to be focusing on the Lemmings Arcade prototype. I say prototype because this is not a final arcade game that was released. It was made as a beta, but it was never completed or appeared in the arcades. So let's get started. So before we start, let's have a look at attraction mode. There are no viewers at the moment, so I'm just having a look at myself on the tablet just so that way I can adjust the volume so it's just right. so that way I can adjust the volume so it's just right. Okay, so that was too quiet. Let's see how this one is. Okay, so that was too quiet. Let's see how this one is. I've now adjusted the volume so it's a little bit louder now. Oh no! I hope that volume was alright. It was still too quiet. But I don't want to make it any louder than it already is. We're waiting. Alright, so that was attraction mode. Let's get started. Just in case you heard that, that's the button that I'll be pressing as I play. And that's the joystick. Not sure if you could tell, but one of the flaws of a prototype, if you, just in case you didn't notice, you can actually interfere with the joystick during demo mode. I'll show you when the cursor... I'll show you. Watch the cursor carefully. If you can see that joystick moving up, that's actually me doing it. It's funny how you can play around with it since it's a prototype. And I see we have another viewer. Let's not dilly-dally, let's get started. The mystery levels can only be accessed if you complete level 56. But we're going to do this right from the start, so it's straight to training level 1. And hello Morgan Just Games, you're the first here. One of the major differences on this one is you're also given minors and bashers. Speeding up also changes the release rate. Watch. See that? I didn't increase the release rate yet, they were still coming out quickly. Bonus time is added every time you complete the level, the next time you put credit in. Right, here comes some button mashing. I'm fine, Absolute Classic Games. Thanks for asking. You know, I'm surprised how no one's done a long play of this yet. I'm the first. Now here comes one of the game's flaws. Bombers. Did you see that? The bombers don't have a timer above their head, so it's instant. Usually they have a timer to 5 seconds, but press it, and they immediately use it. Oh, there's another bug with the prototype. The lemons are going behind the exit. Now listen carefully. Yeah, this is actually the first actual long play I've done without splitting it into parts.
Try again.
And this is what happens when you run out of credit. So let's continue. I'm only going slow on these first few levels just so you can see the basics.
Music blocker. Hurry up. Music blocker.
If you're wondering what happens upon when you add a new credit, all the tools you use will actually come back so you can use them as many times as you want.
Hurry up. Music don't slow. Hurry up.
Oh, the bonus time added, it actually adds an extra 2 minutes to your game.
Slow down.
Pausing the game is a great way so you can pick multiple lemmings to do several tasks at once.
Music over. We're waiting. Hurry up.
The way the Just Nukem appeared, it only seems to be on just this level if you take too long. Don't know why.
Let's go.
Like I said, I could go for 100%, but now I'm planning to complete the levels in the quickest time possible. saw the hints down there, but only just on the training levels. After that, they won't come up anymore. I think this is the last tutorial. Not sure if you already saw that, but the joystick alignment on the prototype is incorrect. Just in case you didn't notice it, the cursor speed is actually different. When you move it to the right, it's slow, but when you move it to the left, it's fast, and this has nothing to do with my arcade machine. Just like on the Amiga, if you time a blocker just right, the Lemmings will pass through him. We're going to be running out of credits soon, so I better get ready to press the start button again. This will be a good time, because watch the tools carefully. Notice how it says 1 climber, but when I press start, it goes back to 3, and so the bashers and blockers also return. Using the portals can really help in situations like this. There may be a few there are also a few nerfs on the level. That's when things have been simplified, but we'll get to that later. If you already saw on tailor-made for blockers, all blockers remaining on the level will automatically nuke themselves. Like watch this one. See that? He blew himself up. This is one of the nerfed levels. The entrance has been moved closer. Oh, and you don't get 5 lemmings, you get 25 lemmings on every level. Ah, got him. You know, I'm quite surprised how a hard level like this is so early. Well, there's my first screw up. The only flaw is that bashers and diggers have a trouble stopping. But the one thing about this level, you only need to save at least 1 lemming to advance. If you don't save them all, you have to start the whole level all over again. Well, I already messed this one up, but it doesn't matter. Here's another nerfed level. Now here's another bug with the builders. Now we know that when builders hit a wall, they turn around. But what do they do when they come across terrain they can climb up? Well, look. He stops building and goes straight up immediately. Oh, I don't want that builder coming out. I apologise if the camera keeps shaking. I need to find a better stand for this. But this is all I can do for now.
Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up.
I think this is one of the levels that was not on the NES, that was not on the Sega Mega Drive. That was another flaw with the builders.
Hurry up, try again. Hurry up. Oh no!
Just so you know, this game is not as long as you think.
Let's go!
The game has 67 levels. And I'll show you what happens after I complete the final level.
Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up.
I'm not going to bother waiting for that climber.
Oh no! Let's go!
You can also change the release rate at any rate you want. You'll probably think 85 is the max limit, but you can actually go below that. Watch. There's another problem with the beta version. You can change the release rate and make it drop even though that's not originally allowed on the original game.
Slow down. Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up.
Well, I don't need him anymore.
Oh no!
We don't need him.
Oh no!
Yeah, thank you, Morgan Just Games. Remember when I said the release rate had a bug? You can use that to your advantage on levels like this.
Slow down.
Now, normally you have to try and save all of them while they're all grouped together, but you can't do that.
Slow down.
Well, after you figure out the trick,
Hurry up.
it's not really that hard. And that's that complete.
Hurry up. Hurry up. Let's go. Hurry up. Hurry up.
Okay, I'm obviously not going to make it, so I'm going to wait for the timer to run out. Oh, when you insert new credit and start a new game, the lemmings do not respawn, but the tools come back.
Try again. Hurry up.
Alright? Now the pause setting, remember how I said you can do multiple lemmings on the pause menu? Well, let me show you how it's done.
Slow down.
Oh, you can save all 25 here, just so you know. You may only have 20 bit diggers, but the remaining 5 can be saved. Alright, now watch the magic happen.
Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up.
You see that? They were all grouped together. Now all the lemmings will be safe. I believe you had to do stuff like this on the Mayhem difficulty.
Hurry up.
Oh, this level's been modified from the original, which is Origins and Lemmings. There are 2 exits on this level, not 1. The first one's over here, and the second one's over here. And if you may have noticed, the exit has also been moved to the middle. I believe this music is the intro from the Amiga and the Sega Genesis versions. The key is to fly through these levels as quickly as possible before your correct time runs out. Now, I know that on the original ones, whenever you ran out of time, it would go straight to the results screen to see how you did. I like the fact that on some levels like this, they've actually changed it by adding more exits, let alone moving the more entrances, let alone moving the exit to different locations. Just increase the volume a bit. Well, if you've played the Master version, Morgan Just Games, you'll know that this level is not on it. You know, but I think this is sort of like a callback to the Rainbow Islands game, the story of Bubble Bobble 2. I think that's probably what this level was based off. Oh, time's running out.
Try again.
I know the Lemmings tend to go black here, but I know a way to stop it. I like to call those things shish kebabs, even though it's really inappropriate, but yeah.
Hurry up.
There's no point increasing the release rate if speed up also affects it. So up to now, we're just over 25% complete. Remember how I said some levels have more than one entrance than the original? This is one of them. Alright, let's reduce the release rate slightly. Alright, let's put them on pause for a moment. Oh, I see him up there. Using the hurry up on this is critical because of your time. It doesn't give you a game over, it just gives you a chance to continue. Oops. I didn't see that coming. Oh, I didn't see that coming. Oh well. Let's see if I can get them all in before time runs out. That was easy. This is another nerf to level. Look at that, the exit has been moved much closer.
Slow down. Hurry up. Slow down.
I must apologise for the camera shaking. I'll find a better stand for this in the future. I heard that chink, he must have hit some metal. Oh, there he goes. Bamboozle. Remember how I said the bombers don't have a timer on? This is one of the levels to take advantage of it. Yeah, sorry about that. I made a big mistake. I pressed the fast forward button instead of waiting for two lemmings to come out separately. Because I forgot, speed up also affects the release rate. Alright, try 2. Right, wait for 2 to come out. I think I've completed this game at least once or twice, and that was just recently. There we go, that should occupy them. I'm pretty sure this is how the solution was on the original. But levels like this are not on the Mega Drive. The lemmings only turn around from builder if they come across a wall they can't climb up. So I need to do a few adjustments. Right, with the sharpest fingers we can free these lemmings. Here we go. Maybe if I try basher on a builder, that should create sort of like a ledge. Here we go, that did it. And the rest of the lemmings are free. Oh, and if you talk about completing the game on the Amiga, I've never beaten it. Some levels were too hard. Oh, I forgot sometimes that happens. It's a builder bug. Like I said, on this game you only need to save literally one, I repeat, one lemming at minimum. Oh, Morgan just gains views of what my live streams are like. I never have any viewers, even if I set a timer. We're on level 22 now, so the game is a third complete. This is another nerfed level. The reason it served is because all the platforms to the exit are gone, so it's much closer. No one on the internet has actually done a long play of this game because, as established earlier, I'm the first. Alright, now to get the rest out. I always screw this up on my practice runs, but let's see if I can perfect it. Bingo.
Hurry up.
I can remember on the Mega Drive version when they actually got rid of the spinning trap here. Gonna go for 100% on this one. So I just need to dig the first 3 poles, then bash through the rest. Oh, there was another bug. He didn't dig through all the pole all the way. Alright, now I should be able to bash through the rest. Oops. I guess I got a bit too cocky. Doesn't matter if I run out of bashes because... Hey presto, the tools are back. Oh yeah, that wasn't me, that was a bit of a basher bug. You can tell this is a beta because, as you saw back there, the basher messed everything up. Oh, this level is extremely easy. I can remember on the original when it was tedious. And I'm aware that part 2 removes the platform underneath here to make it harder. Oh, basher bug again. Only downside for Smasher is, once he's on platform, he doesn't stop until all terrain in front of him is completely gone. I can remember on the original Lemmings when he's just chip off a little bit and continue onwards. Oh, this is the harder one when you have to use bombers. But that's not a problem since we have no timer. Well, timers on their heads. There we go, now let's just use the basher. And I'm aware of the bear trap up ahead. I'll try my best to avoid it. We don't want you going near that. There it is.
Hurry up. Slow down. Hurry up. Oh, hurry up.
Here we go. It's that just a minute level again, but remember that platform they got rid of? There it is.
No. Try again.
And just as my time ran out. Continue.
Hurry up.
I can remember when you used to save all the lemmings on this.
Let's go.
But apparently this time you can save them all.
Down. Hurry up.
You can only really save about 10 on this. And I know I could have changed the release rate.
Hurry, slow down. Hurry up. Hurry, slow down. Hurry up.
Synchronized
Hurry,
builders.
slow down. Hurry up. Hurry, slow down. Hurry up. Hurry up. Slowly, hurry up.
Ah, doesn't matter.
Oh no! Hurry up. Slow, hurry up. Oh no! Hurry up.
Like I said, saving them all is optional. Technically on this version of Lemmings, you cannot get a game over.
Let's go.
But it's one of those endless games just like Pac-Man.
Hurry up.
I'm going to rouse time before I complete the level, so I'm just going to let the timer die away.
Slow, hurry up.
Now, one of the obvious differences you'll notice from the Amiga version is all of the character icons are actually animated. That's unique in the arcade version.
Try again. Hurry up.
It's not so easy to complete this game when the joystick has an advantage to the left but not to the right. You may have noticed my cursor has been moving left faster than normal, but the right is slower. It's nothing to do with my arcade, it's nothing to do with the controller itself, it's like this on the actual game itself.
Hurry up. Hurry up.
There's even a particular favourite level I have from the taxing waiting, which is on this game. I will show you later.
Hurry up.
Yeah, just smoking games. The only version that I've actually played quite a few versions in the past. I played Amiga, Atari ST, Game Gear, or was it Master System because they're both the same, the Mega Drive. Oh. Ah, doesn't matter. You know, I'm surprised how that miner earlier went splat. I heard you. Another difference, if you already noticed, is when a lemming uses up all their tools, the icon is gone. I'm sure you remember this level. The exit is hidden. Once again, there's another bug with this where the lemons start bashing at a certain time, so you have to use them several times to get them into the exit. Just in case some of you are new to Lemmings, the exit is in here. I doubt it, but Lemmings is a 90s game after all. Also, when a lemming shrugs and moves forward slightly, they'll actually build a little further. This is another one I'm going to try and get save all lemmings on. It's funny because I watched the Oh No More Lemmings on play of this just a few days ago. There we go. When I originally did a practice run of this game, I was able to complete all 67 levels from start to finish. In my opinion, this is the easiest version of Lemmings.
Let's go! Hurry up, Flo, hurry up! Hurry up!
Doesn't matter if I run out of time. I go on start button up, we're ready.
Flo, hurry up!
Oh, the attraction mode you saw, that's what happens when you get 1 credit. This machine automatically adds 1 credit to each arcade game that I start up.
Hurry up! Try again. Hurry up! Flo, hurry up!
There are a couple of tedious, very hard levels later on, but I know the easiest way to beat them. One can be done on the DOS version, the other can only be done on this version unless you're clever. I think that should be enough room.
Hurry, slow down!
Also, if you saw there, the Lemmings actually went through the bomber just while he was blowing up.
Hurry up!
You can only really do that on the Windows version.
Hurry up!
And of course we've got the hanger trap over there.
Flo, hurry up! Hurry up! Flo, hurry up! Hurry up! Flo, hurry up! Hurry, Flo, hurry up!
Well, that was unfortunate, but at least you get to see the trap in action. It didn't even show the animation. I know a trick on this, and it also works on the taxing setting.
Hey, slow down.
First thing we want to do is free all the lemmings.
Hurry up. Hey, slow down.
And then we want to set up a blocker here.
Hurry up. Hurry up.
The downside path here may look innocent, but looks are deceiving.
Oh no, hurry up.
If you remember the original version, what do you think is going to come up? Hidden traps. But on this version, they seem a bit faster. Would you agree the traps on this one are a bit faster than the original?
Hurry up.
We're coming near the halfway mark now.
Let's go.
I believe, as far as I can remember, I think this was either the 3rd or 4th level on taxing.
Slow, hurry up, hurry up. Slow, hurry up.
When I first played this, I didn't know what to do until it was obvious, bash and build.
Hurry up. Slow down. Hurry up. Hurry up. Slow down. Hurry up. Try again. Hurry, slow down.
Not sure if you keep hearing that noise in the background, but that's my iPad also playing.
Hurry up. Hurry up. Slow, hurry up. Hurry, slow down.
Sometimes it does take some time, but the joystick on this version of the game is quite tricky.
Hurry up. Slow, hurry up. Hurry up. Slow, hurry up.
Right, let's free the rest.
Hurry up.
Here we go. My favourite version of it.
Let's go.
This is another an easy 100%.
Hurry up.
First lemming digger, second lemming floater, then mine down. Oh, increase the release rate before the digger gets too far.
Hurry up. Slow down. Hurry up.
Here we go.
Hurry up.
Because we're playing a Lemmings game, what is your favourite Lemmings game overall?
Let's go.
I remembered seeing this on the demo. Let's see if I can play better.
Hurry, slow down. Hurry up. Hurry up, slow down.
Oops.
Oh, no.
Oops, sorry, I messed it up.
You really need help.
This is literally my second mistake throughout the whole stream.
Let's go. Hurry, slow down. Try again.
Maybe they're coming out too fast. Huh. Chalk up mistake number 3. That's never happened before. Although this level did take me a few tries, so I can't argue there. This time I'll assign the 3rd lemon so it gives him more room. Doesn't matter if I run out of builders, I just have to wait for time to run out and then it will restock me. I think that should do it. And I think that should do it. This is another nerfed level. I don't know what this song is called, but I think it's Ring Around the Rose of some kind, but it's just I've never heard this in a Lemmings game before. Well, those lemmings are goners. Oh, thank you, Morgan Just Games. On my practice run, I always sped this up by mistake, but I won't make that mistake again. The first 2 Lemmings builders. Oh, you can't go down to the exit, that's splat height, you need to build over it. And then as far as I can remember about completing this level, you have to put a builder right here. You do sacrifice a lemming in the process, however.
Try again.
I don't know if it's possible to save 100%. I doubt it.
Hurry up.
So we just need 1 lemming here to block it up, and they won't go off the edge. Here we go. The lemmings are safe, but he sacrificed himself to save his kind.
Hurry up.
I guess that's the price he has to pay. Lemmings are suicidal creatures, after all. And there we go, that's him gone.
Hurry up. Slow down. Hurry up. Hurry up. Let's go.
Nerf time.
Hurry slow down. Hurry up. Hurry slow down. Hurry up. Hurry slow down. Hurry up.
Oh yeah, just so you know, this is not cheating, this is a bugged game. I'm pretty sure the original solution was close to this. I've also noticed the miner seems to... The pixels when the miner goes downward seems slowed down at this rate. Alright, it's now been 1 hour since I started live streaming. We're already over the halfway mark. But these last few levels are going to be the hardest and the longest. Oh, nerf. Oh, screwed up.
Try again. Oh no! You really need help.
Don't know how I screwed up there. The Lemmings just ignored the command. That's not a mistake, that's a glitch. So that doesn't count.
Let's go.
Oh, I see the problem now. I was using too many bashes. Okay, this time it was a fail.
Let's go. Hurry up. Slow down. Hurry up. You really need help.
Ah, I've never had troubles on this level before. Maybe because I'm trying to replicate it the Mayhem way. Maybe I should do it my way this time.
Let's go. Hurry up. Slow. Hurry up. Slow. Try again.
Well, that was embarrassing.
You really need help.
I've never had troubles with this on practice run before. Maybe I'm doing something wrong.
Let's go.
And I thought Mind the Gap was tedious. Yeah, I know a way to nerf that level. You'll find out later on. There, that should do it. I still don't know why people stay with me on my live streams. I mean, there's nothing I'm doing wrong. I mean, lots of people make mistakes, but they never quit on them, so why do they quit on me?
Let's go.
Oh, can you spot another nerf on this level?
Hurry up. Hurry, slow down. Hurry up. Hurry up. Slow down.
I built too early, didn't I?
Oh no, oh no. You really need help.
I think I'm getting a little bit too cocky. Let's try again. Like I said, 1 at minimum is required, but I'm trying to save as many as possible.
Let's go. Hurry, slow down. Hurry up.
Are you serious? I gave them plenty of room this time.
Hurry up.
Did you see that? The blocker radius on this one is a lot stronger, so they're easily triggered. Right, I'm not gonna right, no messing around, I'm gonna get this done.
Slow, hurry up.
I usually play a lot better from this. Maybe it's because I haven't used joysticks.
Hurry up. Try again.
If you ask me, the exits on the fire tile set, it reminds me of Matilda from Robot Wars. If you lived in the UK, you'd know who Matilda is, and Robot Wars.
Hurry up.
But to those of you that don't know, Matilda is a house robot that looks like a warthog with a chainsaw on the rear end. But it was changed to a buzzsaw in later seasons. Alright, we're on level 40 of 67. The steel area on this level is quite sensitive. Did you see that? Doesn't matter if I use up all the builders, I'm due for another credit anyway.
You really need help.
Let's be honest, that would have taken ages. I don't want you sitting around seeing those lemons do absolutely nothing.
Let's go. Hurry, slow down. Hurry up.
Oh, there's another difference from the original. These small gaps were not on the pyramid from the original.
Hurry up. Try again.
I haven't done a live stream long play this long since I did the Lego Movie 2 video game. And one of those episodes was almost 1.5 hours long. There we go, we got our builders back. At least this way this builder won't get disturbed. Right, let's finish this level. If I could just fill in that gap. Well, time to play the waiting game. But I haven't got time for that. You can only save 2 lemmings on this. It's impossible to save more. It doesn't matter how many lemmings die, it's impossible to save them all on this level. Just use 2 builders, a basher, and you're done. Usually I'd save them all if this level wasn't impossible. Still, 7's better than nothing. That's a downside to prototype arcade games like this. They're never fully tested, so you can't tell if there's any big mistakes or not. And here's another nerf to level. The entrances have been moved much closer this time. This is another level that you cannot play on the Mega Drive. Fast forward kind of screwed it up. And not to mention, that lemming to the left was building way too low. I won't make that mistake again.
Try again.
I'm not going to risk blowing up that bomber. Here we go. Let's see if we can reach 1,000. Oh, time to catch some floaters. Don't want to wait forever, so I'll just increase the release rate and start button mashing. The release rate's too slow. That should do it. Go. There is also a bit of bug with the diggers and builders here. So you're probably going to hear me button mashing again. As long as I use no more than 3, I should be alright. Despite the fact that the time's going to run out, but whatever. If you can just see, he's slightly levitating. Alright, get ready for some button mashing. I had to use it twice because he was about to jump off
Slow down. Hurry up. Hurry up. Slow. Hurry up. Hurry up. Try again.
Here we go. Level solved.
Hurry up.
This is that risky level when you have to time the basher at the right time.
Let's go.
There's also a bit of a bug here where a lemming actually jumps off in an unusual direction, and you're going to see him do it right now. See, did you see him?
Hurry up.
That lemon jumping off there was a bug. It happens every time. Let's see if we can reach 1,000 in less than 2 levels.
Let's go.
There we go. That's that.
Hurry up.
That was without a doubt the fastest and easiest level on this machine. Well, let alone just dig. That one's pretty self-explanatory. I can't quite remember if this level was nerfed. Maybe you can be the judge of it.
Slow down. Hurry up. Slow down. Hurry up. Slow down. Hurry up. Hurry up. Slow. Hurry up. Hurry up. Slow. Hurry up. Hurry up. Slow. Hurry up. Oh no. Oh no.
I've also noticed the bomber radius is a bit bigger than normal.
Let's go.
You know, I find the upside down train on this quite humorous.
Try again. Hurry up. Slow. Hurry up.
Just a shame that the miners are a lot slower and they don't dig down as much.
Slow down.
Hey, why did you stop there? That didn't happen before. That's weird, I've never seen him stop there before.
Slow down.
I'm going to send him over the ledge to be a blocker.
Hurry up.
The reason for that is because you could just build into one of those, but as established before on this version of Lemmings, they don't turn around unless they actually hit a wall. So I've just got to play the waiting game and wait for the timer to run out.
Try again. Hurry up. Slow, hurry up.
I know that's not the way you do it, but as established, this is an arcade prototype, so there's lots of bugs and glitches. We did it, we're over 1,000. Not gonna lie, but on these diagonal platforms, they go up pretty damn, they go up pretty darn fast.
Hurry up. Slow, hurry up. Hurry up. Slow, hurry up. Oh no.
That's that level complete. There's another nerves mechanic. The slope that's usually around here is gone. We're just over the halfway mark now.
Let's go. Slow down. Hurry up. Slow down.
Doesn't matter how many lemming dies, at least one needs to make it to the exit, guaranteed.
Slow down. Hurry up.
That's one of the advantages to this version. You can actually build in midair as a block, as a basher, but only if you can do it right. But bashers literally bash through all trains instead of stopping at small wedges, which results into a problem.
Try again. Hurry up.
Oh, now here comes the longest part of a level. I guess this is what I mean by walk the web rope.
Slow, hurry up. Hurry up.
If this was like that Super Basher level I saw on YouTube years ago, then it would be impossible on this version of Lemmings.
Oh no.
This is another nerfed level.
Let's go. Slow down. Hurry up. Hurry up. Slow down. Hurry up.
Yeah, what you're actually seeing here, this is actually what you have to do on the original. Although on this one, the lemons just go splat from down here, but not come out here. I think that's just right.
Hurry up.
Yep, just as I
Slow
thought.
down. Hurry up.
Might as well set the rest free now.
Oh no. Hurry,
Oh, I didn't see that coming.
slow down. Hurry up.
Oh, that mistake was a bit embarrassing. But that's what you get for changing the bomber radius.
Hurry up.
Yes, I can see that trap up there.
Hurry up.
And build over it.
Hurry up.
I'm sure all of you remember this mayhem level. Although it's not on every version of Lemmings, surprisingly.
Hurry, slow down. Hurry up. Hurry, slow down. Hurry up. Try again.
You took your sweet time.
Hurry, slow down. Hurry up. Hurry, slow down. Hurry up. Hurry, slow down. Hurry up.
Alright, I think that should be good enough. Here we go. We're coming close to the last 11 mystery levels now. But don't think it's going to be that easy. Right, I think this is a good time to free them. Here we go again. The reason this is such an easy version is because it'll accept at least one lemming on every level. You save at least one at minimum and you've automatically passed. If not, you'll get a message saying you really need help. If you tuned in earlier, you would have seen some. There's another change. The support beam holding the X stub has changed slightly. Did you see that?
really need help.
Yeah, maybe the build was too close to the edge. But at least you see what happens when you don't save all the lemmings.
Let's go. Hurry up. Slow, hurry up. Slow down.
Oh no, I'm not going to risk it again.
Hurry up, hurry up. Slow down, hurry up. Hurry up. Slow down, hurry up. Hurry up. Try again.
Not going to lie, but that kind of got me.
Hurry up. Slow, hurry up. Hurry up. Slow down. Hurry up. Hurry up. Slow down. Hurry up. Hurry up. Slow, hurry up.
I'm not taking my chances.
Oh no! Hurry up. Slow down. Hurry up. Oh
Here we go. Now to get all the lemmings up there.
no! Hurry up. Slow down. Hurry up. Hurry up.
Here we go. Here we go, just as the timer ended.
Let's go. Hurry up. Slow, hurry up. Hurry up. Slow down. Hurry up. Hurry up. Slow down. Hurry up. Hurry up. Slow, hurry up. Hurry up. Slow down. Hurry up. Hurry up. Slow, hurry up. Hurry, slow down. Hurry up. Hurry, slow down. Try again.
I don't know how all of them escaped.
Hurry, slow down. Hurry up. Hurry up, hurry up, slow down. Hurry up.
I don't know how on earth I screwed that up. That's never happened before. Not even on a practice run.
Hurry up. Slow, hurry up. Hurry, slow down. Hurry up. Hurry up. Slow, hurry up. Hurry up. Slow, hurry up.
Nope, I'm not giving up. Even if it means saving just one, it doesn't matter.
Try again.
Well, that couldn't have gotten worse. Once again, this is another level it is impossible to save them on.
Let's go. Slow down.
Like I said, it's impossible to save them all. That lemming jinxed me. I don't care if that was a bug, but quite a humorous one.
Let's go.
There is no way to nerf this level.
Try again. Hurry up. Slow. Hurry up. Hurry up. Slow down. Hurry up. Hurry, slow down. Hurry up. Hurry up. Slow. Hurry up. Hurry up. Slow down.
Nope, I'm not risking that.
Hurry, slow down. Hurry up. Hurry up. Slow, hurry up. Hurry up. Slow down. Hurry up. Try again. Hurry up. Slow, hurry up. Hurry up. Slow down. Hurry up. Hurry up. Slow down. Hurry up. Hurry up.
Oh, I think the draw moved back forward slightly while I was playing. Here we go. This is the last very hard level before the mystery levels.
Let's go.
We're coming to a final stretch now.
Hurry up. Slow, hurry up. Oh no. Oh no. Hurry up. Slow, hurry up. Hurry up. Slow down. Hurry up. Hurry up. Slow down. Hurry up.
There isn't much gameplay left now. After this level, we're doing the remaining 11 mystery levels. After that, we'll see what happens when we complete the final level, which just so happens to be Rendezvous at the Mountain.
Hurry up. Slow, hurry up. Hurry up. Slow, hurry up. Hurry, slow down. Hurry up. Oh no. Hurry up.
If you're just tuning in, we've reached the final 11 levels. And here's the first one.
Let's go. Try again.
Okay, I'll admit that caught me off guard.
Hurry, slow down. Hurry up. Hurry up. Slow down. Hurry up. Hurry up. Slow. Hurry up. Hurry up. Slow down. Hurry up. Hurry up. Slow. Hurry up. Hurry up.
Keep in mind there are a couple of levels I'm going to nerf on here because they're just too tedious.
Hurry up. Slow. Hurry up. Hurry up. Slow down. Hurry up. Hurry up. Slow down.
I saw that.
Hurry up. Hurry up. Try again. Oh no.
Oh, Morgan Just Games, this is the arcade version. You can tell because the name of the stream is Lemmings Arcade Prototype. And yes, I'm still going. This is from start to end. We're on the last 11 mystery levels now. Oh well, I'll just assign 10 lemmings to come out. I know that was a bit noobish, but I'm out of options.
Oh no.
on this level, I can get 100%.
Let's go.
But I've got to be pretty quick.
Hurry, slow down. Hurry up. Hurry, slow down. Hurry up. Hurry, slow down.
I saw that.
Hurry up. Hurry, slow down.
It's alright, I know what to do. You can tell they're floaters and climbers because they're blinking.
Hurry up. Hurry, slow down. Hurry up.
This is one of my favourite taxing levels.
Hurry up. Hurry, slow, hurry up. Hurry, slow down. Hurry up.
I could 100% this level on the original Amiga version.
Hurry up.
Oh, Morgan Just Games, in case you start asking about the arcade version, this isn't an arcade game, but it's a prototype. It never made it to the arcades.
Try again. Hurry up.
And there we go, that's that done. You can tell this is the arcade version because it says credits. You only see that on arcade games. After this level, there are 7 more left.
Let's go.
This level's a waste of time, so let's just skip it. Yeah, I know that was kind of noobish, but we're reaching the home stretch. Oh, and another level I can easily skim.
Let's go. Hurry up. Oh no.
Oh, this level's one of my favourites.
Let's go.
There's a reason why I'm doing this.
Hurry, slow down. Hurry up. Hurry, slow down. Hurry up. Oh no.
Oh, Morgan Just Games, since you came on the stream, literally no one has joined whatsoever.
Hurry up.
I'm always trying my best to stream and to do tasks just like you do, but no one just seems to come. I don't know why. I mean, I'm not doing anything wrong.
Slow down. Hurry up. Oh no.
You'll begin to find out why I added an extended builder to that blocker. Not sure if you did, if that's necessary in the original, but I think it's necessary.
Oh no.
There we go. Now we can build to the exit.
Hurry up. Try again.
Oh, we don't need him,
No.
and we don't need him, and we We don't need him. Level 63 of 67, and this is another nerf to level. Can you spot the nerf? In case you can't tell, the exit has actually moved further down. I've had a few failed attempts on this, and it's always this area. Let's see if I can perfect it. If this was Oh No More Lemmings, they would actually use a lot more horrid tricks. Because as we know, Oh No More Lemmings is a much, much harder version. Especially those Havoc levels. The Icicle Trap on Tubular Lemmings even caught me off guard when I played it the first time. Ah, never mind, I can send another one to replace him. After all that, it doesn't matter how many lemmings you save, at least one is guaranteed to move on. Yeah, the joystick controls are a bit twitchy. That's not me playing, that's the control stick. If you play the arcade version with a control stick like this, you'll see what I mean. I think that should do it. Not sure if you got my message before, but the exit that was originally up here, it's moved to here, so now it's made the level much easier.
Hurry up. Try again. Hurry up.
Now I believe next up is one of my most disliked levels, which is Stepping Stones. I mean, as far as I remember. Yep, just as I thought. Although I am technically going to cheat on this level.
Slow down.
I want to see if I can go for 100% this time.
Hurry up. Hurry, slow down. Hurry up. Hurry, slow down. Hurry up. Hurry, slow down. Hurry up. Hurry up. Slow down. Hurry up.
First I want to get these lemmings as high as possible. It may require me into using several credits.
Hurry up.
What the? He's bashing the wrong way. Oh well, at least it's giving him some more elbow room to work. I'll free those lemmings once I get another credit.
Slow, hurry up. Hurry up. Slow, hurry up.
Yes, I know this is a bit noobish, but trust me, this level is tedious. Also, I'm going to have to play the waiting game.
Hurry up.
Yeah, I know this. Yes, I know this is kind of cheating, but trust me, building onto those little wedges is tedious enough as it is already. is even much harder than the level I dislike the most, which is Mind the Gap. And thanks to a solution on YouTube, I know how to skip it. But we will come to that but we will cross that road when we get to it. Just waiting for the timer to run out so I can continue. In case you start asking, there is nothing else to do. Just going to play the waiting game. For real this time.
Try again.
And here we go.
Hurry up. Slow. Hurry up. Hurry up. Slow. Hurry up. Slow down. Hurry up.
Yes, I know this is cheating, but trust me, when you have a control stick that isn't calibrated properly in the arcade, it is not as easy as it looks. This is only one of the 2 levels that are kind of cheat/shortcut. Alright, now let's save them all. Yeah, that's just tuning in. I kind of cheated a bit on this level because it's tedious. But trust me, it's for a good cause. It's this level. This is the one I despise the most.
Let's go. Hurry up. Slow. Hurry up. Hurry down.
This level is tedious, but I know a trick on how to beat it.
Hurry up. Slow. Hurry up. Hurry up.
Just so you know, this can be done on the DOS version.
Hurry up.
I don't know about the Amiga version, however. I think I built too low, but let's just have a look. Here we go. Even though the lemmings are off screen, they're still walking across, as you can see here. I'm going to make them come out just before the presser trap. About here. So I just need to wait for the cursor to change.
Try again.
There they are. This is why I digged before. Yeah, the trigger on that press trap has also changed. If you build too close to it, it will still get you. But I think it's elevated a bit here if you just look carefully. We're now down to the last 2 levels. Oh, just in time. Let's be honest, nothing went according to plan. That was all on me. They have nerfed something else out, but I'll point it out when I get to it.
Hurry up, slow down. Hurry up, slow down. Hurry up, hurry up.
That's probably splat height.
Hurry up.
No, I'm going to need at least 3 lemmings. In my opinion, this is one of the longest levels of the game. This time, I'll release the lemmings a lot sooner. This time, I'm going to block a lot sooner. There we go. Yeah, don't ask why it was bashing like that, it's just a glitch. Anyway, I'm now safe to save the rest of the lemmings. Oh, he didn't break the bridge, that's good. The reason I nuked it is because you actually need at least 3 lemmings at minimum to complete the level. They nerfed this level by adding more steel. No, you don't. Not this time.
Oh no! Oh no!
Well, at least 13's better than nothing. This is it, the final level. Oh, the entrance to the left is bugged. That's splat height, so that can't be saved. The other side can, however, and there's a funny glitch you're gonna laugh at. Moonwalking lemmings. How can it not get funnier than that? What better way to play the final than to actually watch lemmings moonwalk?
Hurry up! Slow down! Slow down! Hurry up! Hurry up! Slow down! Hurry up! Slow down!
Sorry if the camera keeps shaking, but the joystick is quite sensitive as established earlier.
Hurry up! Slow down! Hurry up! Hurry up! Slow down!
Nope, not giving up.
Oh no! Slow down! Hurry up! Hurry up! Slow, hurry up! Hurry up! Slow down! Hurry up! Hurry up!
Ha, look at that, the lemming went behind the trap.
Hurry up! Slow down! Hurry up! Hurry up! Slow down! Hurry up! Hurry up! Slow, hurry up!
I don't think classic games from back around this era even had a fast forward, so this is new.
Hurry up!
Well, not counting those limited to Lemmings Revolution, Lemmings Through the Tribes, and Lemmings PSP.
Hurry up! Slow, hurry up! Hurry up! Slow, hurry up! Hurry up! Slow, hurry up!
Oh, also on my video card, I didn't know if there was an option to upload your own pitch. That's what I'm going to do in the next stream.
Hurry up! Slow down!
Yeah, I kind of made a mistake there, but it doesn't matter.
Hurry up!
I'll get my head back in the game.
Hurry up! Slow down! Hurry up! Hurry up! Slow, hurry up!
Sorry, but sometimes the fast forward catches me off guard. Now I can free the rest.
Try again.
Right after adding a credit.
Oh no!
Of course, you had to blow up a crate to trap the others.
Hurry up! Slow, hurry up!
You know what, it doesn't really matter. Let's end this game once and for all.
Oh no!
Now, I know what you're wondering. What's going to happen after you complete Rendezvous at the Mountain? It goes straight back to level 45.
Let's go! Oh no! 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 Hurry up!
Even though I've completed the final level, I'm going to play until time runs out. Then I'll put in my high score and end the live stream.
Hurry up. Slow down. Hurry up.
If I'm going to be honest with you, I thought it was going to take me straight back to level 1, but no, it took me to level 45.
Hurry up. Slow. Hurry up. Hurry up. Slow. Hurry up. Hurry up. Slow. Hurry up. Hurry up. Slow down. Hurry up. Hurry up.
Well, that couldn't have been in a worse situation. Well, let's end this with a bang. I don't want to maneuver levels, otherwise it will restart, so let's just wait and wait for the timer to run out, then I'll sign in the high score and end the stream. And according to the clock, it took approximately 2 hours, 15 minutes to complete. Obviously I could have gotten fast by saving 1 lemming per level, but where's the fun in that? You'd save a minimum of 67, and that wouldn't even be enough to reach the high score. You need to save 100 or more to get number 1 on the high score table.
Try again.
This time, I'm not going to continue. We're going to wait and see what happens if you do not assign a credit or resume in the limited amount of time.
Oh no!
And that's it, you sign your high score in. And there we go, that's game over. We'll watch the attraction one more time, and then I'll probably show you which arcade games I'll play in my next live streams. If you remember from the beginning, there is actually a 2-player mode, but I don't think I've actually seen any footage of it available. And I can't do it on my arcade device because it's a 1-player only, not a 2-player. I know the attraction mode is a lot different. This is what it looks like when you add a credit. It shows you how to play and then you press start to play. I haven't exactly seen how 2-player mode works on this, but I would like to see that on YouTube later on this year. Let's make it happen, people. You know, I'm a bit puzzled how the timer always says demo. Then after demo shows once, it goes back to showing just plain digits until you start
Oh,
again,
no.
then quit. So as soon as the attraction mode repeats itself, I'll quit the game, then end the live stream. The reason the cursor is so easy with attraction mode is because it's got more smoother response. But it's not like that in game. Not even I'd mess up that badly.
Oh no!
I already did, and I got 24 out of 25. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to save 100% on the original.
We're waiting.
And there we go. That is Lemmings Arcade Prototype played from start to finish. I hope you enjoyed watching this. In my next live stream, I think I'll move on to some more interesting games like Neo Drift Out Technology, Wild West Cowboys, Sailor Moon, and more. But that's it for the live stream. I'll see you next time. Bye.